All right, so it's Johnny back here again, and in this video, I want to talk about video marketing. Now, this strategy is by far what's generating me the most leads for my business. And the thing is that the leads that come from video marketing convert a lot better than any other type of lead, just because of the fact that when they opt into my list, they already kind of know me a little bit, right? They know my face and they know my voice. And so, this is a very powerful strategy of building a very responsive list. Now, if you feel like you're not really ready to do videos just yet, maybe you're afraid to get on the camera or whatever the case is, you're really leaving a lot of money on the table if you choose to ignore video marketing, right? I do really encourage you to just try and put those limiting thoughts and fears aside, because this really can change your business forever. And the fact is that success really does live outside of your comfort zone, right? If all you want to do is just be comfortable for the rest of your life, it's going to be very difficult to really accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. Now, with that being said, if you're completely brand new to this business and you've never blogged before, you've never done anything related to internet marketing, then I would encourage you to just stick with regular old text blogs for now, right? Do just the regular text blogs for a couple of months or maybe even a year until you get comfortable with that process, and then you can come back to this course and add videos to your marketing. I definitely do know, and I definitely understand on a deep level what it feels like to be afraid of doing videos, right? Because when I first got started, I was deathly afraid of the camera, right? And I couldn't even stand hearing my own voice even on my voicemail, right? But, eventually I was able to kind of slowly just step outside of my comfort zone here, because I knew that if I was unwilling to get a little bit uncomfortable, my business would never go anywhere, and it would never take off. And I really wanted this thing to work really, really badly. So before I really teach you what I know about video marketing, I wanted to shoot this quick video just to talk about a couple of things that you should think about before you get started. So if you didn't already know this, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world, right? Second only to Google. And most people spend more time on YouTube than they do anywhere else online. That may have changed a little bit now that Netflix has really taken off, but aside from the kind of mainstream TV streaming programs, YouTube is massive, right? And people spend, they tend to spend even more time on YouTube than they do on Facebook. And for me personally, I literally spend more time on YouTube watching videos than I do even watching TV. And some days I have to be pretty careful, because YouTube can eat up a lot of my time if I'm not using discipline. If I'm looking for tips on YouTube in regards to maybe something on my blog or something I'm doing in my business, I always have to be very careful to not get distracted by all the other videos out there, right? It's very easy for all that distraction to really eat up my focus. And so if you can tap into the power of YouTube here and just get some of your own videos up there, there's a very good chance that people are going to start to watch your videos, especially if you've got a bunch of videos up there. Now, my second point here is that, video converts a lot better than text, right? The fact is that a lot of people they're kind of like me, right? And kind of a little bit lazy. If I have the choice of reading a 2,000 word article versus watching a 15-minute video, I'm usually going to choose that video. And I know, at least I'm pretty sure, that most other people are like this too. Plus, there's the fact that, if you really want to captivate somebody with text alone, you have to be a very, very good copywriter, right? And copywriting is a skill that's very difficult to learn. It takes a long time to learn copywriting. But with video, you can build a relationship with your viewer with very little effort, and they're going to connect with you on a much deeper level than text would ever allow. And the next thing is that they're pretty easy to rank, right? So with your blog, it can be kind of difficult to rank, because it can take quite a while for Google to really get to trust your website. And so when you're building backlinks to your blog, if that's something that you've chosen to do, you have to be very careful to only use very high quality, expensive backlinks. And if you don't, and Google sees some kind of shady activity going on with your backlinks, they can actually de-index your blog, and they can completely take it out of their search results. Because normally, getting backlinks is kind of a slow, natural process, right? If people like your content, then they're going to share it, right? And they're going to link to it from other websites. And so when Google sees this kind of unnatural link building going on, they can be pretty tough on a website that's still fairly new and doesn't yet have the authority to take some, backlinking abuse. Now, with your YouTube, you don't have to be nearly as careful because YouTube is a massive site with a ton of authority online, and it can take a lot more abuse. And so when they see links coming in, even these cheaper links, it's going to show authority, right? And they're just going to start pushing your videos up to the top of the search results. And some of the lower quality links aren't going to be that big a deal. Now, if you're ranking well within YouTube, then there's also a very good chance that your videos are ranking well in Google also. See, Google actually owns YouTube, right? And so Google loves to push relevant YouTube videos up to the top of their search results. I've actually done videos in the past that ranked on the first page of Google in less than 20 minutes. And so YouTube is a very powerful platform and not something to ignore. And my last point here is that you only have to do the work once and it's going to keep on working for you. It's going to keep on bringing traffic into your website and leads to your list over and over and over again for years to come. So if you do this the right way, videos can bring in passive income for you for years to come, right? Now, emailing your list should be a daily priority in your business for sure, but just think about this. If you send your list an email today, are you going to be profiting from that email a year or two down the road? Definitely not, right? But with videos, it's going to keep on paying you nice dividends and bringing in more leads for the long term, right? Not just today. All right, so I want to give you a couple of ideas as far as different types of videos that you can create and different content ideas that can bring in quick results. So the first thing is that you can go after company names, right? For example, you can create videos about different network marketing companies. A lot of these companies get a ton of searches online, especially on YouTube. And so when you can slip in there and rank for a term like, for example, let's say Amway review, you can potentially get a ton of views. Now, I do want to be very, very clear about one thing. Don't go bashing other companies and putting them down. First of all, it's kind of a shady, underhanded way to build a business, right? But the other thing is that you're going to create enemies in the online marketing home business profession, especially when you start to become really good at this process and you start to rank for a lot of terms. The big names are going to be seeing your content, and the last thing that you want is to have a huge network marketer or internet marketer with a ton of influence on your bad side. Say that you went to some home business convention a couple of years down the road and you run into one of the leaders in the profession. And so, you go up to this guy, right? You introduce yourself and he goes, "Oh, right. You're that guy that was bashing my company." That really wouldn't feel very good, right? And it's potentially a very profitable relationship destroyed right there. So I just don't ever bash other companies or products in your profession. The other thing that you can do is you can go after industry leader names and their products, because a lot of these names are getting a ton of searches too. So let's say that one of the bigger internet marketers out there has a really good email marketing course. Well, you can sign on as an affiliate for that course. You can rank for the name on YouTube and actually make money while simultaneously building your list. The next thing is product reviews. So most people don't tend to just buy a product as soon as they stumble into it, right? They're going to go online, they're going to look for reviews, and they're going to do their homework, right? They're going to do their research and try to dig a little bit deeper and do their due diligence. And so you can actually tap into this. Now, I really don't recommend just choosing any old random product, right? It has to be something that you use, right? Something that you really believe in and something that is actually going to bring value to your customers. So, I'd say to kind of have a look at the different tools that you use in your business, right? Different courses that you've taken and that you've benefited from, and then go sign up as an affiliate for those products and then do video reviews on those products, right? So here again, you can actually build your list while making a profit. And next, you can create generic marketing, prospecting, and training videos that are going to be useful to any home business owner. And, these videos are going to be good for years to come, right? Because people are always going to be looking for advice on how to better grow their business. There's always brand new people coming into this profession, and they're always looking to learn these skills. Products are going to come and go, but the strategies and principles of this business model they're going to be the same for many years to come. So, these are really the majority of videos that I do. I don't really mention my opportunity that I promote in these videos because if, let's say, 3 years down the road, I end up promoting something different, I can still use these videos, right? I can leave them up there because I wasn't specific to any one company, right? So my call to action for those videos might just be, hey, for more info, opt into my list below to get a free gift or whatever, right? And so once they're on my list, well, then I can market whatever I want to them. Now, a really good way to get ideas for your content is to just have a look at your competition, right? So I actually have a separate email address where I've just signed up to a bunch of different marketers lists. So that way, if I'm ever stuck and I can't think of a topic for a video, then I'll just go check out and see what the big guys are doing, right? Now, don't ever just go out and outright copy their content, but you can use their content to just get ideas, right? And then you can create your own video in your own words and using your own personality. And I mean, this goes for anything, right? If you learn something on a webinar, then you can make a short 3-minute video on that topic. Or maybe you learn something from a book that you read, or maybe even you learn something in a movie that you watched. Guys, there's ideas for content all around you every single day. What I really want you to understand is that you need to stop being marketed to, right? You need to start thinking, you need to start being the marketer. Think like a marketer and not like a consumer. So with all that being said, feel free to move on down to the next lesson where we're really going to start talking about the implementation of this process, so that way you can start to get leads and start getting some sales coming in using video marketing. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then feel free to subscribe to the full Internet Marketing Bootcamp training. The link is going to be somewhere in the description box down below this video. And if you're watching this in the bootcamp, then I will see you in the next video.